real estate is fun when it's done right.
We have so many beautiful areas of our city.
Best part about us is that we're a lot of fun.
We were so happy when this client called us with a year's notice, so we were really able to create a great plan for her. We're gonna walk you through this house, show you what we did. The end result was pretty impressive, and you might be surprised how little we spent.
So our client had owned this home since 1983, and then she actually did a remodel in 1992. So in her eyes, the home was perfect. She'd made it the way that she wanted it to look. She was attached to it, like in her eyes, it was modern. However, the house was not modern in today's buyer's eyes. So it took a little bit of convincing to get her to the point that she was ready to make the changes we proposed, and we're really glad that she did because the results are pretty shocking.
So buyers all care about brightness of the home. This house was a 60s two-story home. The walls were dark with some wood paneling. The furniture was floral 40-year-old, furniture, and it had window coverings with flowers everywhere. And it felt very claustrophobic for the type of buyer that's looking today. Everybody wants to be able to see across the house. Our first goal was to brighten up the home and open up the home. When we ripped the carpet out, there was great oak floors all upstairs. We did have to add some oak floors into the main living area because we also deleted some walls. So you'll notice in the old dining room photo, there's the French glass doors. So what we did was we opened up the wall to the dining room and opened up the other wall as much as we could so that when you're in the front door, you can look and see outside all the way through the house and see the kitchen. Just your eye being able to carry is all you really want. The kitchen was probably the biggest surprise. Look at the difference. It looks like a brand new kitchen. And luckily, in 1992, when she had done the remodel, she just bought white cabinets.
We didn't have to remodel any of that. We did remove a section of the cabinets to make it feel open and bigger. Especially once we started opening walls, it just flowed better.
So we did do countertops, undermount sink, new faucets, new handle pulls on all the cabinets, and new appliances. And then we also did a backsplash. But man, what a difference all that made to the kitchen. The old master bathroom was like barely big enough for one person to squeeze in. Today's buyers, they really want to be able to spend some time in the bathroom.
You need room for all their makeup and all their skincare and their hair products. I'm right there with them, so.
I don't get any of that, but.
You still want a little bit more room to breathe when you're in there and spend some time, so.
We had to blow out walls for that one. My favorite transformation actually in the whole house, weirdly, was the powder room. They were trying to make it look like a palatial powder room or something with the gold mirror and all the stuff that was in there. And
they were trying to make it feel grand,
fancy, but it wasn't grand.
Feel so much smaller and worse than it actually was.
So what we did in there was we took trim molding and we created a wainscot around the whole bathroom. And then we painted it all the same white, so it just faintly had shape to it, and then put in black mirror, black sink, white pedestal, black lighting, and this art piece that went over the toilet. And it was the simplest little change, but holy cow, what a cool powder room after that. It just looked clean and tidy and impressive, really.
So another little trick that we've actually used on quite a few homes, but really made a big difference on this one, was painting the house 2 different tones of the same color family to give it more dimension. This house didn't have really much going on out front. It was pretty flat. So you paint the top half a little bit lighter color, it brings it forward, and the bottom half is a little bit darker, which pushes it back. So it gives you
more dimension. Remember, you guys don't have to do all this work. You can do half of this work and still sell the house for way more money than you would have had you just left it original. I think the good example of that is going to be that family room, right?
Yeah, because all we did was paint and then added some can lighting, and it made the room so bright, so beautiful. It's exponentially different. If you think your house could use the Get Happy at Home treatment, we would love to help you out. Give us a call. The sooner the better, so that we can help you maximize your profit.